My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
They want to fuck with me.
I don't see how Jake survives a body attack.
Can I make the comparison to Yoda in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Like, you know Yoda.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be hobbling around, doing whatever. But when Yoda goes to battle, you can't be Yoda. That's his element.
But if that Mike Tyson from Marvis Frazier fought Jake Paul's dead. He's dead. He's not going to make it. So you have to say,
fuck Jake Paul. I like that shit. Yeah.
It was good while it lasted for Jake, okay? It was good while it lasted. It's not going to last much longer. You're fat, Jake. I saw him with his shirt off the other day. He's fat. Did you start training already? He's not going to win. Nigga, he couldn't even knock out Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz is 40 pounds. How he gonna knock me out? He didn't knock out Tommy Fury. What's the other guy? Anderson Silva. He didn't knock those little guys. How he gonna knock me out?
And you're apprehensive. And once you're apprehensive, it's over with.
Please promise me you're gonna kick this guy's ass and shut him up, please.
Hey, I'll do just that for you. He didn't never knocked out a real man. Come on.
Even coming off the best, I still think he wins. Coming off,
it's hard to say because you never bet against a 27-year-old
I get it.
fighting a 58-year-old.
You know, 60 and over 60 was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
60 is very young now. I have a weird personality. I don't think it's weird, though. Whatever I'm afraid to do, I do it. Anything I'm afraid of, I confront it, and that's my personality. All of us have adversities in our life. We lose people and everything. But my situation was I want to be up more than anybody in the world want me to be down. So that's why I'm right here talking to him. Because I don't let nobody bring me down. No one can bring me down. They can shoot me, they can put me in prison, but they can't stop me from being the greatest what I do. But as the fight gets closer, the less nervous I become because it's reality. And in reality, I'm invincible. This guy's going to come, he's going to try to hurt me, which I'm accustomed to, and he's going to be greatly mistaken. I don't think I'll be smoking for this fight, and I think I'm going to be really, really irritable and nasty.
People mocked me when I was saying that before, but now I think people are coming around. I say, if this kid was not a YouTuber and you just saw him box, and you saw him knock out former UFC champions, you saw him beat legitimate boxers, you'd go, this kid can fucking fight.
In this world with hormone replacement and vitamins and he does all this electrical muscular stimulation recovery stuff. Like when they were training Mike for that Roy Jones fight, like they were using state-of-the-art science. Like I don't give a if you think he's 55 years old. That guy will hurt you.
You can't be Yoda. That's his element.
I don't see Jake doing much against Mike.
I work my ass off, honey.
Mike now weighs 230 pounds, and he's got these muscles in his forearms. So he's sitting there, and he's a different human. He's so intense that I was like, if this table was closer to him, I would be nervous. Like, I wouldn't be able to do my best job as a podcaster. That's the reason why this table is this width.
Sign the contract, big boy. Come on, sign the contract.
Nice. Relax. Beautiful.
Let's do it, Jakey. They want to fuck with me?
In a stunning display of determination and skill, Mike Tyson is back, fiercely training for his upcoming fight against Jake Paul on July 20th this summer. Despite his age, Tyson's movements in the training video are fluid and powerful, showing no signs of glitching.
I'm losing it, losing fit, solution, share the stupid man. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
His breathing is controlled, his timing impeccable, and his ability to tear up his opponent with his boxing skills is simply unbelievable.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
This is from my point of view of grabbing glory. You know, never for money, only glory. I would never risk my health for money. I don't think he's faster than me. I train every day.
So I'll give you guys the answer early. Is Jake Paul natural? No. I can say that with pretty certain confidence in that statement, mainly because, as you heard me mention, I know a lot of the people he trains with, and I have heard things.
The process goes through the whole day. I get up in the morning, do the road work, then I go to the gym at 1, then I go to the strength and conditioning guy, then it starts all over again. Now understand this. I have a fight coming up June 20th, okay? Right now, I'm scared to death. But the closer it gets to the fight, the least nervous I become. And once it gets where I step in that ring, then it's all over. I'm not nervous anymore. I'm not scared anymore. He's going to be nervous and scared.
I don't see Jake doing much against Mike.
I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one to stop me.
Jake Paul.
The conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. There's no one that can match me.
But it's wild the amount of people that think Mike actually stands a chance against me.
And the fact that he's willing to fight Tyson, even if Tyson's 57, just the fact that he's willing to actually take a chance at Mike Tyson not being able to do what he used to do. Because that's what he's doing. The gamble is, like...
When fighting gets you erect, what does that mean? It's orgasmic sometimes.
Something unbelievable to see, to be honest with you. A heavyweight guy, moving like a lightweight.
There's not a fucking chance in hell that Jake Paul would survive against the Mike Tyson that beat Marvis Frazier. You ever watch that fight?
Yeah.
That's my favorite Mike Tyson fight.
Tyson's footwork is a masterclass in itself, always in and out, making it difficult for his opponents to predict his next move. His right hand comes from nowhere, and it's so fast that you can't get out of the way.
You know, like Mike Tyson's mind has switched over into war. Like he was doing this interview, and someone said to him, he goes, "You look like you're in your 20s. Like, what are you doing?" He goes, "I just eat raw meat." He goes, "I'm eating raw meat." He goes, "You're eating raw meat?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm eating raw meat." He goes, "Because that's what I'm going to eat when I fight. I'm going to eat him. It's raw meat." It's a strange conversation to have because he was like so focused and so intense. You know, it was almost hard pulling conversation out of him.
At any time, did you feel afraid?
I'm always afraid when I'm around that guy. Kevin Hart said it best. He goes, "It's like being in a room with a lion." Like even if the lion is like...
And if Mike's okay with that, then I'm okay with that. The battle. But I want Mike to be the one making this decision because I respect him as the legend. And if he puts me down, I can deal with that. But if I put him down, he needs to be the one making the decision on whether or not he can deal with that. But yes, I'm going in there, and now it's a pro fight. It's on my record, and I'm going to fucking put him down. And if people are pissed about it, then watch soccer.
It's a sign of victory. I always believe that adversity or nervousness, it like pretty much catapulted me into success. Right. If I didn't have these feelings, I wouldn't go into this fight.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Everybody in the world blind.
Go to the gym at 1, then I go to the strength and conditioning guy, then it starts all over again.
So, Mike, what was the height of your career? Like, when you look at your 58 years, like, if you look back and scan 58, what was the highest point?
Losing to busted DMT stuff.
Right.
And I lost that weight, and I said, I don't know what happened. I just don't know what happened. I just said, I'm going to do this.
Well, it's funny because you talked to me on the podcast before, the first time you came on, and you said, I can't even work out.
Yes.
Because if I work out, my ego will get excited.
But I did this toad, and this toad, I said, you got to do it. I said, you have to do it.
The toad told you.
You have to
The DMT told you time to fight.
You have to do it.
Wow.
I lost the weight. The Douglas.
Busted up. Are you always busted up?
No, probably I hurt my hand from training, but never from the fight.
But are you going into a fight with a busted hand?
No, I'm going in a fight with a winning spirit. Boom, boom, boom.
I think Jake Paul totally hurt.
They want to fuck with me.
He's only 200? Oh, gee. it's worse than others. Oh boy. I don't think there's anything that's going to stop him.
What's truly remarkable is Mike being in the zone, getting angry and letting all his emotions out during training. This is the Tyson we need to see, the one who dominated the boxing world with his peekaboo style, which helped him become the legend he is. At his age, it's clear that he's working well with his coach, and the results are showing. They're proving that efficiency and results go hand in hand, and Tyson is as efficient as ever.
I'll give you guys the answer early. Is Jake Paul natural? No. I can say that with pretty certain confidence in that statement.
A little bit or something like that. I may just come in without jabbing and moving my head.
But dude, you were like undefeated for how long?
Well, you could be undefeated, but that don't mean you're the best.
Right. But you were the best.
It appeared to be, yeah.
You appeared to be.
Yes.
But goddamn, he was the best. Look, here's a guy that was the best, and he's saying no. It appeared to be the best.
Well, listen.
It's a privilege to witness an icon like Tyson still pushing himself to the limits and inspiring others.
Boom at the same time. As he playing the boom, he go down. And it's right here. Boom. Jake Paul.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one to stop me.
Slip, whip. Yep. And you whip your butt. I think we should do that before.
It'd be awesome. Yeah.
I don't see how Jake survives a body attack.
Can I make the comparison to Yoda in Star Wars?
I'd rather have a few years of glory than a lifetime of obscurity. Yeah. I'd rather die 20 than live to be 60 and be nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know Yoda. Yeah. Like, he'd be hobbling around doing whatever, but when Yoda goes...
In the left corner, we've got Jake Paul, YouTube's very own knockout king, stepping up in what's being billed as the clash of the century. And in the right corner, Mike Tyson, a legend who swapped his belt for a bus pass, but still packs a punch that could turn dreams into memes overnight.
Your thoughts on this Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight?
Oh, geez, I don't. It's a bit strange. You know, is my interest? The interest is a low one. I don't know. I don't really. I don't understand it.
Got it. Any difference between this one and?
I wish well for Mike.
We're gonna go there.
Conor McGregor, the man who knows a thing or two about switching lanes from MMA to boxing, has thrown his 2 cents into the ring, calling the matchup strange. Strange? More like watching your granddad arm wrestle the school bully, and half the world's bought a ticket to the show. McGregor mused, would knocking out a legend really count if the legend isn't in his legendary form? It's like beating Batman, but only because he forgot his utility belt. Sure, the hype machine's in overdrive, with trash talk that could fill novels and entertainment guaranteed. But beneath the spectacle, there's a question hanging in the air. Is this the fight we need, or just the fight we're getting? Netflix is streaming it for free, turning our living rooms into ringside seats. McGregor's not sure if we should be excited or just confused. But hey, in a world where clicks are king, maybe that's the point.
Because everybody needs to know how to do that.
Well, it starts off like this. You lose everything. Everybody you loved, everybody you thought you loved, and you start all over again. But this time, I'm starting with experience. Before I had no experience, so everything was like, wow, what can I say? It was really difficult. And I had to learn through that experience to start over. But now it's a whole different subject. I'm experienced now.
So, are we tuning in? McGregor's left us pondering, but something tells me we'll all be watching, one way or another.
And now, what do you think about, like, now that they have, like, celebrities do guest masks, like Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul? Logan Paul actually does some wild shit.
Yeah, he's really good.
He does some wild shit.
He really does.
Jumping off the top ropes and slamming into each other in the middle, like, that's some serious athleticism.
Yeah, I tell them, both those kids are half tough.
Very tough.
Yeah. Take nothing away from them.
No, I mean, people want to take something away from them because they're YouTube people. I always tell people, just forget that Jake Paul is a YouTube guy and watch him box.
Yeah.
The kid can fight, 100%. And that Tommy Fury fight really showed that. I mean, it goes to a split decision against a legit undefeated boxer.
Yeah. He doesn't, I'll tell you what, the one thing he doesn't want to do is fight Mike.
No.
He wants to fight Mike, I think.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't give a fuck if he's 55. That's still Mike Tyson.
Mike's in good shape, too.
Oh, my God.
Mike trains every day.
Rogan acknowledges the toughness and athletic capabilities of YouTube personalities like Logan Paul, who've transitioned into boxing. He points out that dismissing them due to their internet fame overlooks their genuine skill and dedication to the sport.
Success and failure, and never quitting.
Failure never stops. You never stop failing. You never stop rising. It's just the way life is, up and down, up and down.
But do you think, but at the end is you're going up.
Yeah.
You're not really going down. Like,
no,
it's not a roller coaster.
Exactly.
You agree?
But this is what I've learned too from people. The distance from the Rolls Royce and the gutter is just one step. I could always make them a step. That one step could put me back in the gutter.
Oh, really? Tell me about it.
Well, it's Ramadan. You know, we have 30 days fasting, praying, and no disrespectful stuff come out of your mouth and all that stuff. That's why I can't say what I'm going to do to Jake, really. Right now.
Okay. But you're going to be successful.
Gets the edge.
Jake will beat him, but yeah, Mike could go with him.
You think Jake's gonna beat Mike Tyson, Chell?
Hey, Jake's the real deal. I mean, you know,
Chell, Mike Tyson.
He's 60 years
Mike
old.
Mike Tyson could be 188 years old.
No. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Okay. You're moving in. Boom. Almost like the overhand. Boom. Your hands out here, your hands up. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, because I'm right here. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Move again. Just good shit. Yeah, I think it'll piss me off. I think it's cool.
You think it's cool? That's awesome.
In the annals of combat, few names reverberate with the thunder of inevitability like that of Iron Mike Tyson. Behold the resurgence of a legend transforming not just his body, but the very fabric of fear itself.
Conqueror, no, I'm Alexander, he's no Alexander. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
At 57, verging on 58, Mike Tyson isn't just defying age, he's rewriting the rules of nature. The beast from Brooklyn back to reclaim the throne, with muscles coiled in power that defies the sands of time. As the clock ticks closer to fight night, Logan Paul has sounded the alarm, and it's blaring a brutal truth. Jake is screwed, not just ordinary screwed, epically, historically, catastrophically screwed. While Jake prances in the limelight, Iron Mike stalks the shadows, each step a quake, each breath a gale. His fists, cataclysms caged in skin. What awaits is not a mere match, but a reckoning.
Babe, but what if he knocks you out?
Ooh. He sounds nervous. Just look away.
You told me once at your house, I didn't finish the story. I said, Mike, what made the difference? And you said, a mentor.
Absolutely. Without a mentor, if you have a bad mentor, you're going to be a bad student. If you have a good mentor, you have a good student. That's what I believe.
And had you not had Cuss, had Cuss not come along?
No, it's never. It can't be like if I didn't have it. It was meant by God. It's not going to happen. I don't even think like that. No, this is what happened. I don't look at myself as failing. If I wasn't with Cuss, I'm going to fail.
But would there have been somebody else?
No, I'm ordained by God to meet the master.
Wouldn't be happening to take PEDs, are you? Jake Paul, ever the provocateur, has responded with a mix of denial and defiance, suggesting Tyson is building an excuse for what's to come. However, the test results spoke louder than words. When the steroids test came back positive, it vindicated Tyson's accusations, leaving the sports world in turmoil. This revelation has not only put Paul's integrity under scrutiny, but has also jeopardized the upcoming fight, with potential cancellations and fines looming over Paul's head. Amidst this brewing storm, Lennox Lewis, the last undisputed heavyweight champion and a stalwart of the sport, offered his insights. Known for his analytical approach and no-nonsense attitude, Lewis expressed both fascination and concern.
I think it's going to be a good fight. I mean, you know, Mike Tyson, what he does is two-dimensional. He's going to come at you, trying to knock you out. Now, you got to try and stay away from him.
Mike's training at 58 is something phenomenal, Lewis observed. He's not just a fighter, he's a force. Yet, he cautioned Paul, highlighting the risks of underestimating Tyson's ability to unleash devastation even at his age.
You saw him working out the other day. He's 57 years young. He still got it. He still got it in his eyes. He still got it in the body.
Oh yeah, no, Tyson can throw a punch, he can take a punch, so, you know, he's doing something that he's used to.
As the July 20th showdown approaches, expectations are at a fever pitch. Tyson, fueled by wrath and a sense of betrayal, seems more determined than ever to prove a point. Not just to win, but to expose. On the other hand, Paul, despite the allegations, remains a wild card with much to prove. The fight is expected to be not just a physical contest, but a battle of wits and strategy, with each fighter looking to exploit the other's weaknesses. The age of innocence in boxing is long over, one might say sarcastically. Now we have drama, steroids, and YouTube stars turning the sport into a reality show. What's next? Are we going to see a Kardashian referee the match? Thea's situation indeed reads like a script from a Hollywood blockbuster, with heroes and villains, plot twists, and a climax that remains uncertain until the last bell rings. The public and media reaction has been a whirlwind of speculation, analysis, and entertainment. Boxing forums, social media platforms, and sports news outlets are abuzz with debates and discussions about the integrity of the sport, the role of fame in modern athletics, and the true meaning of competition. As we edge closer to D-Day, the Tyson vs. Paul event transcends the confines of a typical boxing match. It has morphed into a cultural phenomenon that reflects the complexities and the changing dynamics of sports entertainment. It raises questions about legacy, legitimacy, and the fine line between spectacle and sport. Regardless of the outcome, July 20th will undoubtedly be remembered as a day when boxing danced dangerously with drama, and the world watched, captivated. Stay tuned, and remember, in the ring of life, it's not about how hard you hit, but how much drama you can stir before you step in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more thrilling updates as we count down to Tyson vs. Paul, a fight that promises to be as much about the controversies outside the ring as the punches thrown within it. Tyson's coach whispers strategy, but his eyes speak of wars from decades past that taught him the price and prize of being undisputed. As fight night approaches, Tyson's training intensifies. The sound of gloves against pads, a rhythmic beat that underscores a warrior's preparation. It's not just about physical readiness, it's about mental fortitude. Tyson's regimen is crafted to ensure that his mind is as sharp as his punches. Meditation, visualization, and psychological warfare are all parts of his arsenal now. The world watches, some with bated breath, others with skeptical murmurs. Can Tyson truly return to form? Does Jake Paul stand a chance against a seasoned veteran whose very name evokes images of knockouts and victories? The fight is more than a match. It's a cultural phenomenon. It bridges generations, contrasting the raw power of the old guard with the brash confidence of the new. He's not just training, he's sculpting his legacy anew.
Stay away from his power. I seen him working out the other day, and he throws some good combinations. So those 6-punch combinations, he has to make sure. I'm talking Jake Paul. Make sure that he's not in the way of those punches, because Tyson's a real fighter.
Those 6-punch combinations, they're a message. Jake Paul needs to heed that message, or he'll be overwhelmed. Tyson isn't just fighting, he's reclaiming his time, his throne. Lewis continues. Seeing Mike like this, it's like watching a force of nature. He's two-dimensional in his focus, but multi-dimensional in his execution. He's a vortex, one that Jake must navigate with caution. The power, the intensity, it's all there.
You saw him working out the other day. He's 57 years young. He still got it. He still got it in his eyes. He still got it in the body.
Oh yeah, no, Tyson can throw a punch, he can take a punch. So, he's doing something that he's used to.
Within the electrifying build-up to the fight, Lennox Lewis has repeatedly offered stern warnings to Jake Paul, emphasizing the critical need for caution and strategy. Jake needs to really understand what he's stepping into, Lewis pointed out in a recent interview, his tone a mixture of concern and earnestness. Mike Tyson isn't just another opponent. He's a whirlwind of power and precision. He's going to come at you trying to knock you out. That's his domain, his ring. I've seen him. Those 6-punch combinations are not just impressive, they're destructive. Jake has to ensure he's not in the path of those punches, or he's in for a world of trouble. Lewis's advice is not just a caution, but a strategic blueprint for survival. Staying away from Mike's power, that's easier said than done, Lewis continued, highlighting the daunting challenge Paul faces. I've observed Mike's sessions, and the intensity and ferocity he brings, even now, is something Jake must prepare for like never before. Join us, witness history, and remember, when titans clash, the world stands still. Stay tuned as we bring you closer to the action, with exclusive insights and behind-the-scenes peeks into one of the most anticipated fights in recent history.
Almost like the overhand.
Subscribe, like, and share as we count down to a night that will redefine what it means to be a champion. This is not just a fight. It's a testament to the enduring allure of boxing.
Jake Paul, our plucky, pampered internet darling, faces not just a man, but a myth, a living engine of destruction.
It's kind of insulting. It's brave, it's bold of him, but it's like, Jesus Christ, there's levels to this world.
Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, is morphing into something even the gods of war would fear. Impetuous style? Check. Impregnable defense? Check. A hunger so ferocious he once vowed to consume his adversary's progeny? Oh, you better believe that's a check. As fight night looms, one question remains: will Jake even show? Or will the sheer aura of Tyson's comeback terror prompt a last-minute forfeit? Iron Mike, the apex predator of the ring, is on the prowl. Witness the spectacle, the horror, the glory. It's not just a fight, it's the resurrection of a legend. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, the countdown to doomsday begins. Mike Tyson vs. Jake Paul, be there if you dare.